In this exercise, we will model this wall-mounted hook. So for the base plate, the sheet metal part here, that's very simple, basic extrusion. We can use the hole tool for these countersunks. The sphere on top, very simple, use the revolve tool. But the only difficulty is the arm. And for this, we're going to be using the loft tool. So if you want to have a go at modeling this part yourself, I've created a drawing for this with the dimensions here. So feel free to capture this and have a go yourself. But for the remainder of this lecture, I'm going to model up this part. So let's go on a new design. So first we'll start off with the base plate then. That's it, R on the keyboard, rectangle tool. And let's go for the YZ plane. That's the most logical for this part. Start at the origin and let's drag that out. Width of the part, we've got 60. Tab on the keyboard and the height, we've got 20. Just enter. Let's go ahead, press E on the keyboard. Let's extrude this. Let's come out in this direction. Definitely not by that much. Let's go for 3 mil. Press enter. And let's hit F on the keyboard. Let's put in our fillets on this edge here. And we also want this edge here. Those fillets have a radius of 10. Okay, looking good. Just going to turn off the edges. Visual style, shaded with edges. Now let's go ahead and put in some points. And we use the hole command to put the countersunks in. So let's create a sketch and we'll do them on this face here. Let's come to create, point, and let's put in these roughly 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that. Use the horizontal constraint between these two and horizontal between these two as well. Let's go ahead and press D on the keyboard. Let's come from the center point of the first hole to the top horizontal line. That's 5 mil. And then we've got the center point there to this line here, which is also 5 mil. And this one here to this one, 15. And this one from the top here is also 15. Could mirror those across, but in this case, I'm just going to add the one dimension. So I'm just going to select, instead of entering a value in the parameter box, I'm just going to select this dimension here. So if we do change it, that change will be reflected in the opposing one as well. Likewise, going to do the same for this guy. Select 15, enter, that's fully constrained. Let's finish that sketch. Use the hole tool and make sure we have multi-hole selected. Going in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, those holes are particularly big. In terms of distance, we're definitely going through all. Want to go for a countersunk, and we just want a simple hole. So as per the drawing, we got 4 holes. The countersunk is 6 mil, angle is 90, and the diameter of the hole is 3 mil. Press enter. That's looking pretty good. Okay. And now let's go ahead and add in the sphere, which will be sitting somewhere up here. So we don't have a sketch plane up there currently. We're going to have to insert one. So to do this, I'm going to select a mid plane between this face here and this face. Okay, I'm going to press OK there. Just bring this up roughly so we can see. Looking good. Let's press, let's go for C on the keyboard, circle tool, and we'll select the plane that we drew. I'm just going to draw in the sphere here. So it's got a diameter of 15 mil. Hit D on the keyboard and let's position this. So we know that the center point to this corner point here, that's got a dimension of it's 25. Then we've got a height of 40, and that's also from this corner point here. It's 40. Okay, it's looking nice. Let's go for the line tool then, so we can select a revolution line. Okay, I'm going to put in a straight line there from the top quadrant. So let's finish that sketch. Let's go on the revolve tool, select one of these profiles here, and under the axis, we'll select that line we threw in. Press OK. So there we've got our sphere and our wall-mounted bracket. We just need to put in this arm. So I'm going to use the loft command for this. So I need to draw 2 profiles, one on this face here, and then one somewhere within this sphere. So let's go for the line tool then. Press L on the keyboard and we'll model on this face here, or sketch. I'm just going to roughly draw in a triangle. Okay, something like that. And that should be a complete profile. That's good. Let's go on the dimension tool then between these 2 points here. And that's got a dimension of 16 mil. And I want these 2 angles to be the same. So I'm going to use the equal constraint between these 2 lines. That's looking nice. And now we just need to define where this goes. So let's use the coincident constraint. And this point here And if we can find the midpoint line by holding down Shift, it's just there. That's perfect. That's fully constrained. Let's finish that sketch. So that's one of our profiles there. And then we just need to insert the other profile, which will be in the center here. So to do this, we need a plane to draw on in the center of this sphere. So let's go and construct and offset a plane. Let's select this face here. We can bring that plane up. And that's got a distance as per the drawing. It's 40 mil. Let's enter. Let's make sure that does intersect where we want it to. Go on the front view. Yeah, perfect. All right, let's get a sketch on this plane then. So let's go and create sketch. Let's select this plane here. And I want to project this sphere onto that plane. Let's hit P on the keyboard then. In terms of geometry, we want to make sure here that we have body selected because this is a different body from this one. We know that from the two bodies in the bodies folder. So make sure we have body selected, select this body here, press OK, and we should have a center point there. And also the exterior of the sphere has been projected. That's great. We can see it there. Let's go for the circle tool then, and let's start at the center of this circle. And let's bring this out. I'm just going to go for 8 mil, but feel free to adjust this how you like. I just chose 8 mil. And that's going to be my profile in the center there, and this one here for the loft command. Let's go and finish that sketch then. Let's see if this will work. Let's go and create loft. Okay, so we want to select 2 profiles here. Let's go 1. Let's go 2. All right, interesting. Okay. So as in the preview, it's not exactly what we're after. So what we can do is just come up to our profiles here. I'm going to change the connected to direction. Okay, and then we can adjust that. All right, so we can do something funky like this. I'm going to bring that out roughly like so. Let's go with direction on the second profile as well. Okay, and actually that's looking quite good. But again, you can adjust this how we like, so we can move it around. I'm going to go for 10 on the top, and then profile 1. Got it as 8 at the minute. Okay, so I'm quite happy with that preview, but right now it's doing a cutting operation, which is not what we want. So let's change that to, let's go for a join. Looking much better. Let's press OK. I think that's come out quite nice. And of course, let's apply an appearance to this. So press A on the keyboard. And for this, I chose a brass. So let's go into metal, go into brass, and I went with brass polish. So I'm just going to drop this here. That should be on all the bodies, as we can see. Click close there. Looking nice. Let's turn off those edges. Visual style shaded. There we have the complete part. That's looking good. If you managed to do that yourself, especially with the loft command, big well done. And I hope you enjoyed that exercise. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one.